No, Microsoft hasn't officially free to play Windows 11, but I'm not backing down. It's clearly happening. There's more and more ads and adjacent services included with Windows. You look at the way that Xbox Game Pass is advertised when you do a fresh Windows install. They are clearly on the trajectory. I just got the time. I have them celebrating at my house. I don't know what to say about it. I have a Wi-Fi connection for whatever reason. I just put it on the internet. It works. I think it's one of those things. Cell repeater is such a non-sexy.
It's a thankless installation.
Yeah,
it gets there, it works right away. You're like, sweet. You never think about it.
Never think about it. Not even once more.
Yeah.
And if it doesn't work,
then you're really mad. It's like a lot of IT work, server work stuff in general. It's like you don't want to invest in it. You don't want to care about it and stuff. And then it stops working or something goes down and you're like, oh, we need to solve this now. Throw everything away.
I just say one time about this. It was very, when I'm dead, to get this vibe going. Oh my god, I hate this so much.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
I don't want to name the scale ASIC. It was originally slated for Q3 release, codenamed Bonanza Mine. Scalar hash algorithm. It's a scalar hash algorithm. If you live 580 gigahash per second, which is what the 22.7 watts of power consumption. That is freaking incredible. It's 14.2 meters squared. Chips and manufactured on the cutting edge TSMC N5 process. Sounds freaking awesome. 6 months ago.
I think that's maybe this is a hot take.
Really? Hot take me, baby.
I think it's still fun. I did a tech booth today and I said, and then I came here and I saw this. Okay, now I can pull my own site. And I don't think it's too late. I think it's a fun.
Well, okay, so one thing. Cryptocurrency,
It's like a lot of the discourse that I get, a lot of the problems that the calculation of what is not there. It's not people being like, oh, I don't want it. It's right now. Which is a situation. That'd be pretty great.
I don't know. Yeah, yeah. A lot of people in the chat talking about pixels. Sony phones. My issue with Sony phones is a super trivial one, but I cannot get over it. They do not allow you to reposition the back
Miquellan,
and the task switcher.
my
button.
brother.
Sony.
I'm sorry.
It's in
I
like
finally
basic Android.
met
You took
my
it out,
match.
put it back in.
Do they have their small phones still?
Yeah, they have some pretty compact ones, like skinny. They're skinnier, which is really nice.
Yeah,
I would love to daily drive a Sony phone, but I refuse to reach all the way across my screen for the back button.
Yeah, that's really cool.
I'm not doing it.
From Michael, any plans to start selling coffee mugs?
Yeah. Matter of time. Maybe we haven't done it yet. It's kind of stupid.
I'm pretty surprised.
Question for Luke from Anon. Do you have any advice running a software development or engineering org that's mostly or fully remote?
Try to find people who are in the same time zone as you.
Yeah, time zones are more difficult than you might suspect. And if you're going to have someone that's let's make it more about time zones, because this is a topic that could go on for hours. So we'll just talk about one section of it. But time zones are tough. If you're going to have someone who's going to be in a drastically different time zone, you're going to need to have the right type of person that can work in that drastically different time zone. They're going to need to be quite motivated on their own, and the team is going to need to be ready to work with them, and they are going to need to be ready to work with the team. What I mean by that is both sides need to be good actors. Like if they need to schedule a meeting, if you need to work with someone, because a lot of times you don't, to be completely honest. But if you do need to work with someone directly, both sides are going to need to play ball and play ball in a nice way to try to make it so that you're working around each other as best as possible. If someone has to have a really bad sleep schedule one night, maybe trade off next time. Just
give and take.
Act in good faith, have give and take, all that type of stuff. Yeah, I'll focus on just the time zones part. I wouldn't worry too much about like plus or minus almost like 5, but once you start going beyond that, it gets pretty rough. And pick a time and try to be very logical about it for your meetings. And then if it's and then tell people in the interviewing process that are remote what that meeting time is, because if they're just like, oh, that just like won't work with my sleeping schedule or whatever.
Guess it won't work.
Guess
See you
it
later.
won't work. Yeah, but I don't know. Yeah, I could go on for way too long, so I'll just keep it to that.
Question from Josiah. Linus Luke, what do you think of used server hardware as a home server or NAS? Is it a good idea, or do you have any input?
I have more things that you can't do.
Yeah, it's a good idea. Yeah.
You won't get the same kind of power efficiency that you would out of modern hardware, but what you will get is ample access to mountains of discarded hardware from enterprise companies that it still works and was built to a level of quality where it was intended to function for longer than they ever.
Your problem that you might run into is motherboards.
Yeah, I wouldn't buy hard drives.
Yeah, hard drives would be a little sketch, motherboards would be a little sketch, but like CPUs are...
Well, you're stuck with used motherboards if you're going to buy this.
No, I know,
Pointing
I'm
that
just
out.
talking about resiliency though. Like, your CPU is almost guaranteed to just make it.
But there'll be mountains of other motherboards, so
Yeah.
go for it. And you'll save so much that, yeah, some stuff will die, and then you will go and you'll replace it, and you might even learn something while you do it, and you'll still be on ahead in all likelihood. Dylan didn't get the memo about sending merch messages by buying something on LTT Store instead of sending super chats, and sent $20 as a super chat. Please don't do that anymore.